Okay. See, myself, Arjun. Okay. I'm having total 12 plus years of experience into SQL, PLSQL. This is my overall experience, I can say. 12 plus years of experience into Oracle, SQL, PLSQL. Okay. This is my core skill set. When I say core skill set, I learned this course 12.5 years before, like you, somewhere from my guru, Satish Salanki. Okay. I learned this course 12.5 years before, and I got the job. From past 12 years, I'm working. Okay. This is my core skill set. And from past 8 years, I'm teaching 8 plus years. 8 plus years, I'm teaching. After working 4 years, I started teaching. Okay. This is my core skill set. So what is Oracle? Oracle is a database. Since I'm working in a database, I learned this course. And later on, I get a chance to work on different databases like a SQL Server, Redshift, Athena, Sybase. These all database also I worked. Okay. And when I come to scripting, shell scripting, Python, this I worked there and here. When you go to ETL tools, SSIS, SAP BODS, this is my technical skill set. Overall 12 years of experience I'm having. In this course I learned, I got the job, I started working. While working in the companies, I got a chance to work on different databases, different scripting languages, different ETL tools. So all this I know. But if you ask me, Arjun, are you expert in all these things? I will say I can work, but I'm expert in this database side, not in scripting, not in ETL. Working is different, becoming expert is different. Okay. But this area, I can say I'm expert. I can do well in this area. But this is a different thing. I know I can work if someone give me work. It's a different thing. This is my technical skill set. Plus, currently, I can say currently means last year, 2022, whatever I'm talking, everything there is a link. I will tell you what the link, you'll understand. Arjun, why are you telling about you? Don't worry, I'll make it very clear. Last year, 2022 January. So last year, 2022 January, okay, I learned this course called what? Big data. I learned, okay, somewhere, okay, 1 year course, Unix, Python, Hadoop, Hive, Scoop, Spark, NoSQL, Cloud, Woozy, SQL, Airflow. There are a number of things are there. All this part of big data architect course. This course I did for 1 year, last year, 2022 January till 2022 December mid, it over. The course got over. I learned this course. I'm telling I learned. I'm not expert. Arjun, what you're trying to say? I am learning. That means this I can say I learned. Still, I need to do learning. Now, Woozy, this Airflow did not cover. I'm spending some time on Airflow. Okay. And I'm teaching, I'm working. All three I'm doing. If you are a software engineer, at least these two we should do at any point of time. Learning, working, learning, working. Why learn one? It will be there for lifetime. No. We have to learn again and again whenever something new comes. How will you know? Our work only will tell you what you have to learn. Our team members will tell you what you have to learn based upon the requirement as per the market needs. We have to upskill ourselves. Otherwise, we will be having recession fear, something and all, what all will happen, everything will be there. Right now, this is completed. Now, this cloud part is there in my list. In my list, learning list is there. AWS or Azure, anyone I want to learn. I'm thinking, but mostly after 3 months, I'll start. So I'm doing all these things. Why I'm doing this one? Now you understood. Okay. As a software engineer, we should be doing everything. Teaching, you leave it. If you are doing this one, that's still well and good. Okay. If you are a teaching, one good advantage is subject always will be remote, daily will be touching. Okay. That's a different thing. So that's what I said. 8 years I'm having what? 8 plus years of teaching. This is about myself. Okay. Now today in demo, don't consider this as a demo class. It's a demo and first class. Demo and first class. Whatever you're talking now in the first class, from this itself, 3 interview questions will be covered. And what we're talking now, last class also we'll be talking about this one. So with that in mind, at the end of today's class, you'll be learning what is database, what is data, why we need database, What are all databases are there in the market? Which RDBMS data we are learning? If you know one RDBMS database, working other one will be easy or tough. And how data will be stored in the database? What is RDBMS? What is table? What is column? What is row? In Oracle database side, what are two roles will be there, admin and developer? What is SQL or why we need a SQL? If I know SQL, further how I can proceed in IT, my career, how I can plan my career. Okay. And why we need a SQL? In SQL, how many types of statements are there? How many types of commands are there? And some of the interview questions which people will be asking from this is okay, difference between alter, update, commit and rollback, whatever the interview questions are there. After that completes, we'll be talking about what is PLSQL. Okay, this is what we'll be learning in today's demo class. With that, let me go and start. First one is called what? What is database? What is database? A database is a place where we store the data. Where we store the data. What data? It can be any data. It can be any data. You are sitting in a classroom. You are a student. Your student means what? Student name, student mobile number, student mail ID, student qualification, student year of passed out, okay, student address, that details and all. If I wanted to store batch 74, who and all is my students, what is their name, date of birth, qualification, address, if I wanted to store, I need to have what? Database. If I wanted to store all your data in one place, I have to go for database. Are getting it? So where I'm going to store your student information in one place, we call it which one? Database. You are a student, so it's a student database. If you go to office, you are employee name, salary, designation, which project you are working, which team you are working, okay, how many hours you are working in the project, okay, what are the timesheet you are filling, that all details. If you want to store somewhere, that's also a database. The database is called what? Employee database. If you go to hospital, which patient, what's your name, patient date of birth, patient mobile number, patient age, what the problem you are having, when you visited first time, when you visited last time, when you admitted, when you discharged, which medicine you are taking, which medicine doctor prescribed, which doctor is given this medicine to you, that's all details. They have to store somewhere. That's called patient database. If you go to Flipkart, Amazon, wherever it is, you are a customer. Okay, this customer is buying this iPhone, this Samsung, this Lenovo, this AC, this cooler. That all they have to store somewhere. Right? That's called which database? E-commerce database or retail database. So this can be any data. It can be customer data, patient data, employee data. It can be any data. If you are storing in one place, is called database. Are we good with these 2 points? What is database and what is data? Actually, why we need to do this one? I understood what is data, why we need data. What is data? But why we have to do this one? So without storing data somewhere, can you keep everything in your mind? Batch 74 means this is the name, this is the name. Can I keep permanently in my brain? No, right? I will forget. Somewhere should be there so that I can go and retrieve whenever I want. We will be storing in the database because whenever we want, you can go and retrieve easily. Oh, batch 74. Total, how many students came? How many are male? How many are female? How many are joined online? How many are joined offline? In offline, how many are male? How many are female? Online, how many are male? How many are female? How many are referral? How many are non-referral? How many are working? How many are non-working? How many are freshers? How many are experienced? How many are ETL developers? How many are Power BI? How many are PLSQL developers? If I want to all that analysis, the data should be there somewhere. Without having somewhere, I will not be able to understand my business. I will not be able to support my business, what is happening, my day-to-day activities, all I will not be able to do. That's where everyone is interested to store the database somewhere. This database, don't think like whatever I talk. In your home also, you might have seen your father, your mother, okay? They are also storing the data. If your father, mother, if they're having a money, if they're giving for interest to someone, what they will do? So and so Yallamma 1 lakh rupees, so and so date we give for 1.5 rupee. That's what they'll be waiting in one book. If your parents are taking the money, from whom how much money they took, they also maintaining some money. Somewhere they should be having, right? Maybe some old book, small book. The book is a database. The data wherever storing is database. Why we need is nothing but if you have, that is a proof. We can use whenever we want. That's why the database is required. Are getting what all databases are there in the market, or what are databases? As I said, your book is a database. Your book is a database. Book also we can store the details. Excel also database. Excel also we can store the data. Like that, we can store a data in a book in Excel, or we can store in RDBMS databases. Which databases? RDBMS. Arjun, what you're talking? Let me go down further. Okay, I'll show you for this some other data points. Okay, just now we talk. What is database? Where we store the data. That place is called which one? Database. What is the data? It can be anything. It can be students data, customer data, patient data. Why we need database? To store the data and retrieve whenever we want to understand our business. What are databases are there? You can store in Notepad, you can store in a book, you can store in Excel, okay? You can store anywhere, like our fathers, our parents, whatever they do. Are getting it right? But if you're storing data here, what advantage you'll get? You are able to store the data. That's the advantage you are getting. But what is the disadvantage? There is no security. If you're storing in a book the details, if someone comes and remove the paper and go, will you be having the details? No. If some fire accident happened, the book is gone. Will you have any data back? No. So there is no security. Loss of data, we cannot recover. And data retrieval will take what? Time. Arjun, what are you telling? From past 8 years, I'm teaching batch 1 to till now. All the details. Batch 1, these students. Batch 2, these students. Batch 1, I started with 3 students. The teaching batch 1 8 years before, I should 3 students. Batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, like that till batch 74. All the student detail I'm keeping in where? In a book. Where I'm keeping? Book. If I'm keeping in a book, now, if any one of you asked, Arjun, can you tell me in all 73 batches, how many people you trained? Then what I have to do? I will take the book, I will see it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe I will say maybe 200 people, 300 people. To tell that count, how much it will take? Book is there. In a book, I have to count, right? How much it will take? 1 hour? 2 hours? I'll say 1,000 people. 1,000 is right or wrong. If you want to cross verify, what you have to do again? Again, you have to sit and count. It will take time or not. After telling 200 people, oh, 200 people, Arjun, in the 200, how many are working people, how many are non-working people? What I would again? Same. In how many are non-working, how many people got a job, how many people did not get a job? Again. So the data retrieval will take a time for storing in what? Book. No, Arjun, why you are storing a book? I'll keep in Excel. If you keep Excel, compared to doing in a book, Excel will be faster because we can keep the filters, all those things we can do. But in Excel, in one sheet, maybe you can store around 10 lakh rows. Let's say from past 8 years, I trained 1 crore people. Let's say, I'm not telling. I trained 1 crore people, students are there. 1 crore data, can you keep in one sheet? No, I have to keep in sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 10 sheets. Then what I have to do? Sheet 1, I have to go and filter, working. Sheet 2, sheet 3. Or else I have to combine everything by doing a pivot, some other logic and all I need to do. If you're keeping more data in Excel, Excel will go to hang mode. It will support whatever you're doing in RDBMS, everything you do in Excel. But it will do with a limited data, not like a huge data. Here Excel will not support what? Huge data. And another important thing is what? Single user database. Your Excel, your book, your notepad, at a time, how many people can write it? Only one. Only one. Whatever you're placing order in a Flipkart right now, how many people are placing order? What time only one guy? It's a centralized database. Everyone can open a mobile, everyone can place order. It's called a multi-user application. If you go with this thing, this analysis advantage, these are the disadvantages we are having. But still, right now, also, people are going these methods. We are institute. We are storing your data. Where are you storing your data? Excel. Why? Our business, that is enough. Buying RDBMS database, Oracle, SQL Server, buying a license, buying upgrade, all things not required. But if you go with the Byju's are what they do. They'll be having a lot of students, right? Lot of students, lot of trainers, lot of number of locations. 100% they'll not be storing data in Excel. 100%. As per their business, Excel, if they are storing a data, they'll not be able to do properly. Pawan, you turn on a video. Okay, they'll not be able to manage their data if they are storing out Excel. Obviously, there will be each one RDBMS database. But if you're working already, or like if you're not working, nearby our Kirana store guy. Now our shop is a normal Kirana shop. That guy will be maintaining he'll be maintaining a book. But if you go to the DMart, if you go to the Spencer, the data where they're maintaining in a system database. Based upon their business, they'll be maintaining wherever they want. Clear? And whatever disadvantages is here, all that can be overcome. These are questions I mentioned here. Subhash, if someone is asking how many students, how many are working, non-working, this is going to take time. To overcome all this one, we are having one database is called what? RDBMS. What is RDBMS? Relational Database Management System. It's a theory. It's a theory. Some people came up with some kind of rules. A good database, what all characteristics you should follow. Like that, they have written some book. Based upon that one, different RDBMS database products came into the market. Different database, RDBMS database products came into the market. In that, one is Oracle database. This came from Oracle Corporation company. There's a company called Oracle Corporation. They followed these rules and they came with their own product called what? Oracle database. Another one is Microsoft. They came with their own databases called what? SQL Server. Another one is IBM. They came with their own databases called what? DB2. Like that, n number of databases are there in the market, came from different people. What all will do? What all these databases will do? It support database. We can store the data. That's all to do. But why this many Arjun? Is nothing but there is a market, there is a demand in the market to store the data. If only Oracle company is providing, they will only earn more, right? It's a competition world. Other people also care. How many databases are there? 100 databases are there. So all RDBMS databases will overcome about disadvantage what we discussed. I hope understood. I like this 100+ databases that are there in the market. Which database will be learning in the classroom is Oracle. Which will be learning? Oracle. Okay. Arjun, if I learn Oracle in sorry. So if I learn Oracle, later point of time, I got a job or already I'm in a job. If they give me work on SQL Server, if they give me work on DB2, if they give me work on MySQL, will I be able to manage? 100% you can manage. For that purpose only, I told you about this one. I learned this course like you 2 years before. Later point of time, I got work on all these databases. All these databases, again, I did not learn by spending time. Why? Because like this also same. 80 to 90% it will be same. 10 to 20% there and here, there will be differences will be there. That we can Google while working, we can learn. Today morning also one guy ping, he learned a SQL, PLSQL, he got a job. Okay, last month 2 people got a job. I'll tell all those things also. 2 people got a job. One guy is not able to sustain, another guy is sustained. Today morning he called. He learned a course on this one, he got a job, but they gave him work on SQL Server. Past 1 week is working. They gave him work on SQL. It can be anything. But if you know one, other one will be easy because all are databases only. That's why I told about my experience. This course I did not learn anywhere again. We can do in the same way. So if you learn one database in and out, working on other database will be easy. In and out Oracle, SQL, PLSQL, I'm going to cover. Okay, whatever I learned 12 years before, whatever I'm working in 12 years, in this 8 years, so different students, when they attend the interview, what are interview questions they asked, how we can answer, each and everything I'll be covering here. So that when you go other one, it will be easy. Okay, and here, see there Purnima referred by Komal. Komal is a Power BI developer. She's a Power BI. Power BI means they'll be using SQL Server. She learned Oracle SQL from me, I think 3 years before. Okay, she's able to work on SQL Server. If you learn one, other one will be easy. I'm not telling it's not like a Apple equal to Apple. No, there will be some small difference will be there. Small difference we should learn. Okay, fine. And each and every database, how data will be stored in the database? In any RDBMS database, data will be stored in which format? Table. What is table? It's a collection of rows and columns. Before going to this section, are we good till here? What is database? What is data? Why we need databases? What all databases are there in the market? Which RDBMS data will be learning in the classroom? If you learn one, another database will be easy. That feel you got? Everyone online, offline. Is it clear?
Yes.
If you clear, online people, one suggestion from my end. When I say is it clear or something, just to ping in the chat window, yes or yes. Anyone you ping. That will help me to know how much you understand. If you're not understanding, obviously, you can ask your doubt or further clarification, you can ask. Fine. Thank you so much. Fine. Now, we'll talk about this one. This one. This 4 we'll see now. Actually, how the data will be stored in database? It will be stored in which format? Table. What is table? Table means columns and what? Rows. Actually, what you're telling is nothing but if you go on to see in Excel I'm talking first. This Excel, if I want to store your details, what should be maintaining here? For this sheet, I'll be giving one name saying that what batch of 74 students. Like that, I'll give one name. And here I'll go and say your name, your mobile number, your qualification or your mail ID qualification. I'm having name Aishwarya. Okay, mobile number, qualification BCA. Okay, Purnima, qualification BCom. Okay,
Shantanu.
SHA Shantanu. BTech. Okay, Jagdish. BCom. Like this, we're storing the data. Okay, in this, these 3 we call it as a columns. What we call column. Okay, the vertical one we call as what? Vertical lines we call as what? Which one? Columns. This horizontal one we call as what? Rows. Horizontal one we call it as what? Rows. So in any RDBMS database, data will be stored in table format. Table means the collection of columns and rows. Collection of columns and what? Rows. Like this, how many columns you can maintain? We can maintain 1,000 columns. How many columns? 1,000 columns you can store or create inside an Oracle table. But how many rows? N number of rows. Rows can be n number of rows. But columns should be maximum how many? If you get a doubt, or more than 1,000, I wanted to keep, what to do? We'll discuss later. There is something called primary key, foreign key relationship. Split the data into multiple tables. That I will see later point of time. But I did not create any table like 1,000 and all. Whatever table I remember, maximum was around 250 columns was there, around 250 in one of the table. Okay, but maximum to support how many columns? 1,000. And how many rows? N number. Rows can be n number of rows, provided that much space is available in your hard disk. Whatever you keep in Excel, this Excel just store where? Hard disk, right? Hard disk, if there is no space, will you be able to store? No. Provide that much space should be available. Otherwise, we cannot store. So how many columns? 1,000. How many rows? A number of rows. In RDBMS data will be stored which format? Table. Table means it will be having one name and it will be having a columns and it will be having what? Rows. That's what I mentioned here. Are we good now about this point? How data will be stored in a database? Table. Table means you have a collection of columns and rows. What is column? What is row? You understood very clearly. That's what I mentioned downside again. Starting one is the side headings. Okay. So here you can go and see. Yeah. It will be stored in which one? Columns and rows. Now, if you go in Oracle database, there will be 2 types of roles will be there. One is administrator. Which one? Other one is what? Developer. This administrator only people will call it DBA. DBA is nothing but database administrator. What administrator will do is they are responsible to install the software, to upgrade the software, to provide a security mechanism, recovery mechanism, performance issue, use new users creation, okay, etc. And all will be done by whom? DBA people, administrator people. This course I am not covering in the classroom. We are not discussing this one. But this part we will discuss little bit. Little bit is nothing more as per SQL how much is required, and this part also will discuss in the classroom how we'll be doing little bit. But this and all will not be discussing. Arjun, I want to learn this one. Then this course is not suitable to you. That is a DBA course. In DBA, there are many other things are there. Core DBA, rack DBA, okay, app DBA, like different DBAs are there. That if you want to learn, you have to choose some other place. But this part I'm not covering. We are covering here related to developer course. Which course? Developer. In developer also, there are two sections is there. One is SQL developer, usually, another PLSQL developer. I don't know what is SQL developer. If you are looking for only SQL, we'll be having around 35 classes, 10 assignments, and 2 overall interview questions discussion. Once everything is over, what all interview questions asked in SQL, that all will be discussing. One SQL differences video access I will be giving you. What are the frequent differences interview questions they will be asking you. Plus, we'll be conducting one mock interview if you are interested. This is for whoever will be stopping with what? SQL. And if they request, I will not say I will conduct. If they request for them, I'll conduct. This is whoever will be stopping the SQL. But you'll be getting a doubt. Arjun, if I'm stopping the SQL, further what I will be doing? Further, people whoever will be stopping the SQL, majorly, they will be freshers. They can stop sometimes. They'll say only SQL is enough for me. They'll stop. They'll look for jobs. If experience or some other things also, SQL, if you are going with fresher means this will work out. But experience means only SQL, you will not get the job. As per me, you will not get the job, only SQL. SQL plus something you should know. Some people will be there called Excel and macros. Okay, they'll go with this experience. Some people will be having a SQL plus reporting tool, like a Tableau, ClickView, okay, Crystal reports, etc. Whatever tools are there. Some people will go with a Java. For Java also SQL is mandatory. SQL, not PLSQL. Some people will go, see after SQL, they learn the PLSQL. They learn Unix and shell scripting little bit. This is the end-to-end course which I will be covering in the classroom. I'll be covering in what? Classroom. This end-to-end course, if someone is looking to get a job with a 2, 3, 4 to 5 years of experience, whatever subject is required. Monica, go to mute. Whatever subject is required, for that I'll be covering everything. That's what I'll be covering. That's what I'll be covering. Some people will go for data engineer jobs. For them, SQL plus what they will go for the Python. Some people will go with like a PLSQL plus reporting tool. It's a different thing. Some people will go with the after PLSQL, they'll go with the D2K. They will learn a PLSQL here. They'll go with the D2K or Oracle apps, they will go. Because for Oracle apps also SQL, PLSQL is important. PLSQL is important. Some people will go SQL plus Oracle DBA. For DBA also what they should know? SQL. Why? Because they need to try to select queries and all. Some people will go for ETL tool. ETL tool is whatever. Informatica, Abinsure, Data Sales, SAP BODS, Pentaho, SSIS, ODA, Hadoop. For all these things, SQL is mandatory. SQL is mandatory. Some people go for ETL testing. For testing also SQL is ETL testing or manual testing. Manual testing. SQL is mandatory. Some people go for business analyst role, BA. For BA, SQL is mandatory. At least in my 8 years of career, at least 10 to 12 BAs, they took a training SQL from us. They are there, Wells Fargo, they are there, Society General, they are there, JP Morgan, one guy, Capgemini, still they are there. Allowed 10 to 12 people. Some people go for SAP HANA. For SAP HANA, SQL is required. Some people go to data science. For data science, SQL is very much basic. Very much is needed. Some people go with the big data. For big data, SQL is required. Are getting it? So, based upon your interest, based upon if someone is guiding you, you have to choose after SQL how you wanted to proceed. Are getting it? After SQL, how you wanted to proceed. In this combination, as per my knowledge, you can proceed whichever you are liking, whichever you are having some guidance. Okay, this is SQL will be the 35 class. That means it will be there around 45 days to 50 days will be there. Once this is completed, like let's say SQL 20 people are joining. Out of 20, 6 to 7 people will drop out. Why? They wanted to go Power BI, Tableau, or they'll stop it. Remaining 14 people, 15 people, whoever will be there, for them, I'll be continuing the PLSQL, whoever is interested. This PLSQL will be around 30 classes. In this one, you'll be getting around 3 to 5 real-time assignments code and 5 classes Unix and real-time tools, and overall PLSQL concepts will be covering, and we'll be giving resumes. And before that, we'll be having what? Some mock interview. Which one? Mock interview. This mock interview, how it will be there is nothing but once the SQL is over, PLSQL will start. First week we'll be having 5 classes. Correct? 5th class in that week, I'll be conducting a mock interview. Every week, once the PLSQL starts, we'll be having a mock interview. That I will be asking, if you're ready, I will take it. I'll not force there also again. There is no force. It's not like a school. I have to force you. If you're not reading, if you're not giving mock interview, I'll get the stick. It's not going to work out like that. If you give more mock interviews and all, when you go to interview, it will be helpful. This is a mandatory for everyone. I'll be asking. If they will say, no, I'll not. Even your previous batch also, I think 6 people give mock interviews till every week. This week, I need to see how many people they will come back. If they're there, we'll be discussing mock interview. How the mock interviews will discuss? The mock interviews will discuss by taking the question papers, by taking what? Question papers from previous old students. The old students, whatever interview questions they attended, they'll be pinging you. Okay, all the interview questions we are having, I'll be taking that questions and I'll be asking the questions. So that when you go to this, are the real interview questions. When they attend the interview, they're already working somewhere. That interview question I'll be asking. So when you go to interview, you'll not feel like what? Fear. You should be ready. From my end, I'm having. But if you're not showing interest, I'm helpless. Are getting it right? So this way, PLSQL will go. Once this is over, we'll be uploading the resumes. Okay, we'll be going. To do the PLSQL course, 3 to 3.5 months to take to complete the course. After 2.5 months, you can start applying for a job. Okay, parallel course also will go. This is about what course I'll be covering. And if you know SQL, how we can proceed further. How you can proceed further. Is it clear till now? Again, everyone, I can say till here. Is it clear? Yeah, go ahead.
We are done with SQL, only SQL. And if we go with one of the visualization, like Power,
yeah.
SQL and Power BI,
yeah.
will that be enough to?
Yeah. See, Power BI separate jobs are there. Power BI separate jobs are there. SQL plus Power BI, you will get the job. But there also after Power BI, again, it's a company to company. I'm not only company to company. Some people say, along with the Power BI, you should know ETL also. SSIS, you should know. But some companies, they'll say only Power BI, SQL. Usually SQL and Power BI, you should be getting a job. SQL plus Power BI, with that combination, there will be a jobs. Are getting right? There will be a jobs. SQL plus Tableau, there will be a jobs. SQL plus Informatica, there are jobs. Are getting right? Which team you want to go, you can go. Clear? When you go that stream, the Power BI trainer will help you with your mock interview, with your resume preparation. That guy will help you. Why? Because your interview will be based upon which one? Power BI. For the SQL, you should know. When you go Power BI interview, what all SQL questions they will ask? All things I'll cover in the classroom. Clear? Fine.
Hi, I am Madhavi.
Yeah, Madhavi, go ahead.
Sir, if I go interest to go Snowflake, then SQL go Snowflake.
Snowflake, yeah. So Snowflake I did not have it. For Snowflake, SQL is mandatory. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah, SQL is mandatory for Snowflake. It's not here. I mentioned for big data, right? I think there it should be the Snowflake also. 1 second. Till now, where it is there? Okay, it's not there. Till now, at least, okay, Snowflake people, at least like 6 to 7 people, Snowflake students came along the SQL course. Okay, for Snowflake, SQL is very much mandatory. Very much mandatory. Okay. These guys, I'll show later point after that WhatsApp. I think also will show Nandish, Kalyan. Okay, I think one more guy, Manju. These 3 people learned a Snowflake around 1 year before. That time we are not having Snowflake here. They learned outside. When they are learning, looking for a job, SQL question they are asking. Then they found our institute. They come SQL and learned. After completing SQL, they learned again PLSQL also. They felt like a PLSQL. Last week he was pinging, Arjun, give me PLSQL sample resumes. And now that's based upon his interest. But for PLSQL is not required for Snowflake. SQL is mandatory. Clear, Madhuri?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
As the name follows, sequence and PLSQL, what's the difference?
I'll tell you. You'll get at the end of it. It's there. Clear? Fine. Everyone is good till here.
Arjun, what is ETL?
ETL is like a extract transform load we call. It's ETL load. Okay. Informatica, all this we call ETL tool. But more about that one, I will talk while covering the merge command in a SQL. While covering the merge command, I'll tell you. But right now, this is not the right time to discuss about that one. I will talk later point of time. What is ETL? What is data warehousing? What is data warehousing? What is OLTP? What is OLAP? Okay, we are going to discuss that time. Clear, Lalit?
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Fine. So hope everyone is clear till now. Now let me proceed further with the actual demo. Till now, what I talked is like a what I can say, basic or like a overview, whatever you name you call. Fine. Now we'll say actual subject. You understood, like I said, you prepared now what you're going to learn, why you're learning. If you learn, how will be proceeding further. Now exactly we'll be learning what is SQL, Arjun. What is SQL is nothing but SQL means we call a structure query language. What we call structure query language. In this we are having, how many statements we are having is what? 5 statements are there. And how many commands are there? 15. Arjun, what is this one? Is nothing but I'll open another one. SQL, it is having a 5. One is DDL, another is DML, next one is TCL, next one is DCL, next one is DRL. Yeah, okay, 1 second. Let me go ahead. First thing is you no need to take any notes. You no need to take any notes. Whatever it is there here, each and everything I'll be sending to your email IDs. First thing, once the class is over, I'll be asking you your email IDs to ping today. Daily, you'll be getting your email IDs like this. You'll be getting a notes. If you go and see batch 73, today morning I took a class for them. Sub-queries continuation at 8:35. This file plus the notes, each and everything, they'll be getting into their email IDs like this. If you go and see this one, what and all I used, image, each and everything will be getting into your email IDs. First thing.
It will be in video format?
No, notes. Notes. It's a notes. Coming to video, that's what your good name, I forgot. Vagesh. Yeah. So coming to videos, recorded video, every class I'll be recording. But recorded videos I'll not be giving you. I will be giving you if you are missing the class. First thing. If you miss the class, I will give you. First thing. Second thing, I attend the class, but still I'm not able to understand Arjun. Some of the concepts I will give. Are getting it right? Arjun, I attended the class. Each class video you give me, I will not give. Okay? No, Arjun, I attended the class 5 classes, 35 classes are there. 5 classes attended. Remaining 30, I will not attend. Give me video, I will not give. If you want, join one more time. I'll not take the fees again. If you want join one more time, I'll not take the fees. That's how it will go. Am I clear, Vagesh? My notes will be very clear, as you're seeing here. My notes, it's not like something I'm talking and it is not there in the notes. No, everything will be there in the notes. Everything will be there in the notes. What now practical examples I'm going to cover? All the practical examples. This query, if you execute, what results will give you? This query will execute, what results will give you? All these notes will be getting you to email IDs. These are practical notes. Which notes? Practical. Clear? Fine. Let me proceed further. Thanks for asking that one. Now, you don't take any notes, but notes, I want to take a notes, you take it. But I will not give you any time to take a notes. I'll not give you any time. But if you want, I'm listening, I can take the notes, you can do. I don't have a problem. Fine. So what is SQL? SQL means structure query language. They have what? 5 statements and what? 15 commands. That is nothing but these are 5 statements. SQL is there. 15 commands means it will be like this. 15 commands means it will be like this. So DDL 5, DML 4, TCL 3, DCL 2, DRL 1. So total we are having 5 commands. How many commands? Sir, 5 statements. DDL, DML, DCL, sir, TCL, DCL, and DRL. What is the full form of DDL? Is nothing but data, definition, language, statements. Okay. And what is the full form of DML? Data, manipulation. What is the full form of TCL? Transaction, control. Transaction, control. What is the full form of DCL? Data, control. Which one? Data, control. What is the full form of DRL? Data, retrieval. This one? Retrieval. Okay. These 5 statements will be there. Now, what is statements? Why we need all these things? In a database, data will be stored in which format? Table. If you want to define the structure like this is the table name, this is the column names. Like that, if you want to define, we have to go for the command called DDL. Under DDL, we are having one command called what? Create. What is create? Create is a DDL command. What is create? DDL command. It is used to create the structure of the table. Which one? Structure. What is structure? So I want to create a table to store batch 74 students data. Which data? Batch 74 means you are all students. I want to store your data in my database. Then you need to create the table. The table should be there, right? Then I have to go for which command? Create. How to create? The syntax or whatever it is. Create a table. What is the table name? Batch 74 student. In this table, what are columns I should have? Name, mobile number, qualification, employee status. Employee status is nothing but what? Working, non-working. W or NW or what? 0 or 1, whatever you can consider. Are you getting? With these columns, I want to create a table. Then what I will do? This syntax I will take. If you want, don't worry. This all I'm going to discuss practical later point of time. This I'm connecting to the previous batch user. Okay, like this. Once you do this one, if you go and execute here, what happened? Table created. This is a syntax to create the table. Are getting? So if you create like this, what will happen is it will create one table like a batch 74 student with what? Name, mobile number, qualification, working status. Which one? Working status. With this column should create one table. This is how we will create the table. But Arjun, can you tell me exact syntax? What is this name? What is this commas? What is this varchar 2 of 10? Don't worry. That one all is going to take a 1.5 hour time. How much time? 1.5 hour to 2 hours of time it is going to take. We'll discuss later. But right now, what you should understand is in my database, data will be stored in table format. The table, if I want to create, I should go for command called create. That's all. What is the syntax? What are the rules? That all we'll see later. That all we'll see later. Fine. Now, table you created. Why you created the table? To store the data. If you want to store the data, you have to go for the command called which commander? Insert. Insert is part of which commander? DML. DML means what? Data manipulation. So if the table is created, now if you wanted to add the data, we will go for the command called which command? Insert. What is insert? It is a DML command. It is used to add a row or record to the table. Like a Subham student detail. I want to store into which table? Batch 74 student. Then what I will do? Insert into batch 74 student values, Subham, mobile number, qualification, working or not working, why? This command, if I go and execute now, are you getting? One row created. So it will add one row like this. It will add. How it will add? like this lad. Shubham, mobile number, BSc, working, like this lad. Can you show me here, Arjun? Why not? Select star form, batch 74, student, it will show you like this. Can you see now? Can you see now? Column, employee status, Mr. Working status, format of A10 leave. Can you see now? Subham, mobile number, qualification, employee status working. It will show data like this once you insert. So I'll repeat. What is insert command, Arjun? If you want to add a row or record to the table, you have to go for which command? Insert. That's all. What is the syntax? Don't worry. We'll discuss later. Like this, how many rows we can add? N number of rows we can add, like a Pavan, Varsini, Mahesh, Arjun. Like this records, we can add N number of records. If you want to add records, what you have to do? You have to take this command, go here, keep here, and go on to change whatever you want here. Instead of Subhan, what will say? Pavan, and instead of this one, you'll say maybe 7, and instead of BSc, you'll say whatever. BE, and working or not working. You'll say what? Not working. You'll say what? N. Now, if you go and see, what happened now? Now, if you go and check how many rows you are seeing here, how many rows? 2. Like this, how many rows we can insert? N number of every time. What you have to do? You have to run the command. But what is the syntax? Each and everything, it is going to take a time around 1.5 hour time. We will see later. We'll see later, not now. But right now, just understand. I want to add a data. I have to go for insert. Is it clear, everyone, about these two as of now? These two means total 5 statements are there. And create and insert. Is it clear? Prashant, go ahead.
Suppose if there is 100 names, we have each time we have to create, we have to run that.
If you're having 100, if you're having 1,000, if you're having 1 lakh, you have to run this command again and again.
Again and again.
Again and again, right now. Right.
Okay.
Now. But we no need to do again and again. No one will sit and do insert again and again. No one will do. That is where we will go for PLSQL procedure. We will write the code only once. We'll write the code only once. And every time that code will execute again and again. Whenever user click submit button. Which button? Submit. Let me show you that one. If I can get. Just give me a second. This is batch 72. Sorry, 70. Yeah. 72 PLSQL is going on. There, that image should be there. 1 second. Collections, no. 1 second, I'll be able to show. Why nested loops? Let me show you. Yeah. Here, if you go and see, not this one. One more second. If not, I will show you later point of time. Yeah, or else I'll tell you now only. Just give me a second.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So, others handler, archiving, punching. Fine. So, what we'll be doing is no one will sit and insert 100 records in the real time. Okay. For that purpose, what we are having is, yeah, I got it. Some other place I'm having. Just to give me second. External table. Yeah. This one. Okay. Go and see here. If you go and see, no one will sit and write insert command again and again. So usually we will be developing on a front end. Front end is nothing but, let's say one new student came. Here we'll be keeping as what? Add student. So here, first name, last name, contact, email, submit. This one, who will do? the student who wanted to join the institute, they'll click the submit button. Or the reception person will do the submit button. Whenever they click a submit button, these details will be taken and will be passed to a procedure called what? Add student. This all be inputs and the backend, this code will be written. This code will write how many times, sir? Only once. Insert into customer info or student table, whatever table. This code will write only once. We'll keep in one procedure. Now, whenever new student come, whenever new customer come, they'll go in the front end, they will do that one. Whenever they click a submit button, that record will go and add to which table? Customer table or student table. Code is how many times, sir? Only once. But will be executed what? Again and again, again, whenever users will do. This is what is happening in every sector. If you go to bank, you are a customer, account they want to create. Are they doing insert into account table? No. They are layman. They don't know anything about what is happening in the back end. They will be having one front end, add customer or create account. There they will go and give the details. If they click submit, back end, one record will go and insert which table? Account table, it insert. Are we getting now?
Sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So no
Got
one,
it.
this command is used to insert a record. But if you want to insert more than one record, Arjun, more than one record I wanted to insert. Okay. That is nothing but this one also I'll tell you. Yeah, here you see. Arjun, I want to insert more than one record. Usually, no one will sit and do insert. All the details people will be keeping in a file. That files we call as CSV file, text files and all. If you want to load 1 lakh students data into the table, 1 lakh times insert, no one will do. All the data we can keep in a file. Whatever data comes in a file, we can load to the table by using external table, SQL order. This 1 lakh data we can load within 1 minute, within 2 minutes we can load. No need to do insert. No, Arjun, it is not there data in one file. This is user. Whenever user comes, I have to insert. Then we'll develop which one? Front end and back end. Are you getting now much more clarity?
Yes, sir.
Fine. But this all will be discussed in PLSQL. First, you should learn the command side. You should know what is this insert command. Then we'll talk about this in parameter, out parameter, procedure, variables. This all on top of that will come. That's why I said today, starting up the class, whatever we're discussing today, don't think it's a demo. This will continue till the last class. Fine. Anyone else is having a question? No. So if you want to add a data, you have to go for which command? Insert. Like this, how many rows we can add? N number of rows. Fine. This means data we added. Now what happened is 5 students are joined today demo. And I'm calling everyone. Today demo is over. I'm just telling. Demo is over. Subham went home. I'm calling Subham. Subham, will you join from next week or next class? He's telling, yes, I will join. I'm calling Pawan. Pawan will join from next week, next class. He's telling that, yes, I will join. Yes, I will join. But morning, while you are adding the data, you added my working status as N, but actually I'm working as Y. You kept as what? N. Can you please change the status to what? Y. Like that is asking. That is nothing but which one? That is nothing but which one? Update. Which one? Update. R is telling, okay, this mobile number you don't call. Call me different number going forward. Which one? Update. My qualifier is not BE. My qualifier is MCA. That's which one? Update. That's what I mentioned downside. It is a DML command. It is used to change existing row or rows information for a specific column or columns. More than one column also we can change. If you want to change a row information, then we'll go for what? Update. For example, Subham mobile number should change from this to this. Then what I can do? Update table name. Set the mobile number equal to whatever new mobile number I'm having, where name equal to Subham. If I want to change working status also, I'll do what? Comma, working status to what? Y. Okay, or employee status, whatever it is, EMP status or working status, so let it be here. Just to show you, alter table. Don't worry what I'm doing here. Rename, you'll understand later. EMP status to a check. Okay, close the command line. Fine. Sir, 1 second. By mistake, I close this window. Okay, this is the table. I'll just go and say alter table. I'm changing the column name. That's what I'm doing. From this in this table. Okay, rename employee status to. I'm changing to this column name. That's what I'm doing. So that our commands also will run same. Rename column. Now, if you go on to see set star for batch 74 student. Okay, column format of A50. Can you see what the column name is there? Earlier, by creating what I kept EMP, I can change. That all we'll see. So now this Subha mobile number is there. This one working status is Y. I want to change which one? N. I can go and run this command here. Can you see now what happened? Zeros are updated because I kept the naming is wrong. It says SUBHAM. Now can you see here? How many rows is updated? One. How many rows are there in the table? 2. Now if you go and run batch 74 student, can you see here status change to what? Subha. Earlier it was Y. Now it's N. Earlier mobile number this one. Now this one. This is the command we need to run if you want to change a column or columns. Arjun, can you talk more about this one again? It will take a 30 minutes of time. We'll see later. But right now, you just keep in your mind. What you have to keep. If I want to add a data inside, if you want to change the data, update. Now this data came. Now what happened is, again I'm calling Subham. Will you come to the class? Yes. Pawan? Yes. When I'm calling Varshini is telling, no Arjun, I joined the demo, but I don't want to continue the regular classes. What is the reason? A number of reasons. Demo is not good or whatever it is. Timings are not comfortable. Whatever reason, she don't want to continue the course. Then what I should do? If this record is there in my table, daily she'll be getting alert. Say that what a class is there, starting, will start 5 minutes, you'll be getting alert. The disturbance she don't want. Then what I have to do? I have to remove. Remove is which command? Delete. Delete is a DML command. It is used to remove what? Row or rows from a table. So, for example, instead of Varshini, it's a Pawan record. You want to remove. What will do? Delete from batch 74 student, where name equal to what? Pawan. Now, if you go and see how many records are there here? 2. Now, if you go and run, how many are deleted? 1. Now, how many are there again? 1. This command will run. Are you getting? So it will be there only one. One will be deleted. One will be deleted. No, Arjun, I want to remove all working people. You can remove. Based upon your requirement, whatever you want, you can remove. Whatever you want, you can remove. That's called which command? Delete. Again, if you want to learn more about this syntax, corner cases, interview questions, that is going to take around 30 minutes of time. We will see later. Right now, you know these 3. Add a data, insert. Change the data, update. Remove data, delete. Is it clear, everyone now? Again. Online, offline.
Clear.
Yes.
Now, what we're having is, Arjun, this all is fine. You are telling, don't take any notes and all. But how will you send the notes? I'm telling I'll send it to your email IDs. But do I have your email ID here? Without having email ID, how can I send the notes? Without having email ID with me, can I send the notes? No. Email ID I want to add here. That column, while creating it was not there. Now I want to have it. That's called which command? Alter. Which command? Not insert. You are inserting a new column. Is nothing but alter. You are inserting a new row. That's insert. If you want to add a new row, insert. If you want to add a new column, alter. Online people, Prashant, Smita, please go to mute. Smita. Fine. Okay. So, Smita, you are unmuting again. If you want to disconnect, or else go to mute. Don't take me wrong. I'm taking your name, but there is no other go. Fine. So, alter which command? If you want to add a new row, insert. If you want to add a new column, alter. So alter command is a DDL command. It is used to change the structure of the table. Structure of the table. Example, if you want to add a new column, if you want to remove old column, if you want to change the data type, if you want to change the width property, if you want to change the column name, this you are seeing. It was there, water. EMP status. We changed to which status? Sir? Working status. If you want to change the column, by using which command? Alter. No, Arjun, I want to add a mail column. What I can do? Alter table name, add mail varchar of what? 20. Now if I go and add this one, what happened now? Batch 74 student. Can you see here? Now how many columns are there here? Mail column. Now if you go on to check, can you go on to check here? Can you go and check here? Set line size. All this you learn later point out. Can you see here? Mail column. Do we have that mail column? No, now it came. Because of which one? Sir, not here. Earlier, the mail column was not here. Are you getting? Now it came. Because of which command? Alter. If you want to add a new column, we'll go for which command? Alter. That can be mail, that can be Aadhaar, that can be PAN. What are all columns you want, you can add it. By using which command? Alter. In an alter, we can do a number of things. Adding a column, removing a column, changing the column, anything you can do. No, Arjun, I want to add an Aadhaar column also. We can do alter table, batch 74, student, add. What you can do? PAN, varchar. What is varchar? We'll see later, point of 10. Now, if you go and see, you'll do what? Aadhaar. What will do? Number of 12. What will do? Number of 12. Now, if you go on to check in this table, how many columns are there? How many columns are there? Name, mobile number, qualification, working status, mail, PAN, Aadhaar. No, Arjun, PAN card column I want to remove. PAN card column I want to remove. What will do? Alter table, batch 74, student, drop column. What I will do? PAN. Now, if you go on to see, how many columns are there? PAN card do we have? No. All the things we can do by using which command? Alter. Arjun, again, can you talk more about corner case everything? It's going to take what? 1 hour of time. See, this was till now 73 batch, 74 batch. I'm showing this one. Earlier, I was not showing this one. Last batch I tried to show, but I stopped it. Are getting it? But we'll discuss more and more practical when the live classes are happening. That's going to take what? 1 hour of time. We'll see later point of time. Clear? Fine. Next command, what we're having? Rename. What is rename? Rename is nothing but I want to change the table name. Also, what is table name? This table name is not good. Alter? Yeah, very good. In alter also we're having a rename. But in alter rename, to change the column names. Which one? Column names. If you want to change the table name, what is the table name? This is a table name. I want to change this table name to this one. This is my table name. I want to change to this one. Then I have to go for rename. This rename syntax is this one. Rename. Old table name. What is old table name? Batch 74 student to what? Which one? Batch 74 student Akshara. Can you see now? If you want to change the table name, you'll go for which one? Rename. If you want to change the column name, alter with rename. Alter with what? Rename. The syntax is different. Syntax is different. Clear? This is going to take in a live class. It's going to take 10 minutes only. We will see later. We'll see later. Right now, you just keep in your mind. If you want to change the structure of the table, alter. Adding a column, remove a column. If you want to change the table name itself, which one? Yeah, go ahead.
You wrote rename batch 74 student to. So there could be a database name also B74 student.
Database name change, the syntax is different. Database name, see, we are in this database. Our database name is this one. Inside this database, we are running this command. If you want to change this database name, the syntax is different. Rename database, something else will come. But I never did it. That's a DBA work, not my work. Database names now will not be renaming. Are getting it right? That law will be created, will be done by DB people. The syntax will be different. Am I clear? Clear some doubt? I think you are at some doubt. Still. Fine. Now, I hope you understood about what? Rename. Yes, also understood about rename. This data we are having. In this table right now, how many students are there? After removing Pawan record.
Sorry to disturb you, Arjun.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is the difference between rename and update? Is there anything?
No, see, both are completely different, right? Rename, we are changing the table names or column names. Update means we are changing the data. We are changing the data. Are you getting?
Yes, Arjun. Yes. Thank
So this mobile number is Subha mobile number, this one. This number I want to change with this one, this update. This column name is MOB. I don't want MOB. I want to change which one? Contact. I have to go with alter rename. But this table name is this one. I want to change with this one. You have to go for which command? Rename. This renaming is a table. This renaming is a column. This is changing the data, is called update. Am I clear now, Lalit and everyone?
Yes, Arjun. Thank you.
Fine. I'm going back to MOB only again. Let it be. Fine. Now, how many students are there now? 4 are there in the table right now. Just consider. Now, 4 people I'm calling. Shubham, tomorrow is the class. Will you join? No. Varshini? No. Mahesh? No. Arjun or Arun? No. No one wanted to join the course. Then what I have to do? I remove all the data. That's called which command? Truncate. Truncate is a DDL command. It is to remove all data from the table, but structure will be there. And remove all data from this table is nothing but what you do? Truncate table name. Then what to do? It will remove all data from this table. Data will be removed. There won't be any data. Arjun, what are you telling? Select a star from batch 74 Akshara student. How many rows are there? 2. If I go on to do truncate table name, everything is removed. There is no data, but table will be there. Table will be there. That's what I mentioned. This will take 10 minutes. But why truncate is faster? There is one interview question. Why truncate is faster? To take that one will take what? 20 minutes. So you can consider truncate is going to take a what? 10 to 30 minutes to take. We'll see later. But right now, just keep in your mind. Truncate is to remove what? All the data. All the data. No, Arjun. This table itself I don't want. This table itself I don't want. What you can do? Drop table. Table name. That's what drop command. Drop is nothing but it's a DDL command. It is used to drop what? Table. That means data plus structure. Both will be removed. Both will be removed. For example, if you go and drop this table will be dropped. Table will be dropped. That's what I mentioned here. I'll repeat once in different way. In any database, data will be stored in a table format. The table, if you want to create. If you want to add the data to the table, insert. If you want to change the data inside the table, update. If you want to remove the data inside the table, delete. If you want to change the structure, alter. If you want to change the table name, rename. If you want to remove all the data, truncate. Specific data, delete. Specific data, delete. All the data, truncate. If you want to remove the table itself, drop. So here 5 plus 3, 8 commands shown. That is a different thing. We need to wait for the row ID concept. That's a very famous interview question. How to delete a duplicate records from a table? By using row ID, by using a rank, by using a dense rank, we have to remove. That's a famous interview question. Many interviews they'll be asking. If you go and see. If you go and see, this is batch 68 or batch 16 students, whatever interview question they asked, the SQL questions are separated. In this, if you go and see how to delete duplicate. How to do duplicates? Can you see here? Or I'll say duplicate. Okay. How to delete, find out duplicate records in a table? One interview. Delete duplicate records using a query. Second interview. How to find count of duplicate records? Third. How to delete? Fourth. They gave empty table and asked to write a query to delete what duplicates. Like this, most of the interviews they'll be asking this question. For that, I'll not be able to tell right now. I'm not adding in the pending also because anyhow I'll cover. If you want, just give me the query, Arjun. I'll give separate after the class. Okay, fine. But right now I'm not touching that concept. So is it clear, everyone? Till now?
So in some syntax, we are using the word table, and in some we are.
That's how the syntax.
So that we have to keep in mind.
Mind,
while
yeah.
learning.
Syntaxes, rules, we have to by heart. Why they kept like that? Why not like this? That question, no need to get. It's a syntax we need to follow. Okay, fine. Now, you are learning all these commands. 5 plus 3, 8 commands you learn. 5 plus 3, 8 commands you learn. Now you got the job. You are in a job. There is no guarantee that you will be doing all in your project. Based upon your project, DBA people will give the permissions, will set the permissions. Purnima is responsible to do only update the records. Aishwarya is responsible to only delete the records. Like that kind of permission they can set. For that, they'll be using which command? Grant. Which command? Grant. What is grant? Is nothing but grant is a DCL command. Which command? DCL. It is used to provide permission to the users. So if I want to say grant create a table to Durga, then Durga can create the, otherwise Durga cannot create the table. If I say grant insert on pass 74 student to Purnima, then what Purnima can do? Purnima can insert record to this table, otherwise she cannot insert. If I'm giving only she can insert, you remaining people, you cannot insert. That kind of permissions we can give by which command? Grant. I give the permission. Now Purnima is going out of the project. She is in a, let's say, CTS company. She is working for ABC customer. Now she is going out of the ABC. She is going to work for XYZ customer. I want to take back the permission, so whatever I give, that I can take it back by which command? Revoke. Revoke is a DCL command. It is used to take back the permissions from the users. So if you want, you can revoke the table permissions and same way revoke, insert a permission from whom? From Purnima. We can revoke the permissions. That is possible with the help of which one? Grant and what? Revoke. Grant is to give the permissions. Revoke is to what? Revert the permissions. Arjun, can you tell me the exact thing how it is going to work for? It is going to take 2 hours of time. How much time? 2 hours. While covering this concept, we will have a 2 hours of class that day. Usually our classes will be 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours. Out of 35 classes, 3 classes we need 2 hours of class. That will be informing well ahead. That will be informing well ahead. So you have to plan that day very well. Instead of 1 hour, you will 2 hours of class. Here we cannot break that class. Okay, fine. This is about which command? DCL. 5, 3, 2. Total how many is 8? Sir, 10 is over. Now remaining how many are there? 5. In that 5, we'll be discussing this one now. Which one it is? TCL. What is TCL is nothing but Arjun, you did many changes here. You typed many changes here. If I want to still save in the notepad, this notepad, is it saved? Is it saved? No. How will you know? How will you know? Because there is no file name one. Another one, if I go and click, what is telling? You did some changes. It's not saved. Do you want to save or don't save? It's the same story here. In a database, you did some insert. You did some update. You did some delete. That's a change. That change, you want to make it permanently to save? You have to go and tell which one. Commit. Commit is nothing but what? Save. It will save permanently your changes. No. Don't save my changes permanently. Roll back. Which one? Roll back. So if you go and see here, commit. Commit. Commit is which commander? TCL command. It is used to save the what? Pending changes done by DML commands. This is nothing but save option in your notepad. So syntax is commit. That's all. Syntax is commit. That's all. There is no syntax extra. Commit. No Arjun. Whatever change I did, I want to roll back. It is a rollback is a TCL command. It is used to not to save the pending changes. I did some changes. By mistake I did. I want to revert it. What I will do? Roll back. This is nothing but don't save option in your notepad. Don't save option in your notepad. Commit is nothing but to save. Rollback is nothing but not save. Arjun, can you talk more about this one? This is going to take 1.5 hour time. How much time? There are very, very important interview questions out there. While covering this concept, we'll see that is going to take 1.5 hour time. There will be 5th or 6th regular class. 5th or what? Sixth regular class, we'll be discussing this concept. Right now, just keep in your mind. Commit is the save, rollback is the thing about don't save. Fine. With this, you understood how to create a table, how to give permission, how to add the data, how to change the data, how we can make data permanent. Permanent means what? Commit. Yeah. Another important one we are having is which one? DRL. What is DRL? Is nothing but it's a select statement. DQL, DRL, both are same. This is going to take how much time? 50 hours. How many hours? 50 hours is going to take. Arjun, what is this one? It's a select. Which one it is? Select. Select is nothing but it is used to retrieve the data from the table. Now you create the table, data is there. Now someone will come and ask you, total how many students are there in batch 74? What will do? Select count top star, batch 74 student. What is count top star? If I want to cover this one, it will take a 2 hours of time. Aggregate functions concept. Which concept? Aggregate functions. 2 hours will take, we'll see later. Arjun, totally you're telling you 21 in online. Classroom 7, 28 people are there. After 28, okay, how many female students came? I want to get, what I will do? Set a star from 74, where gender equal to female. No, Arjun, out of 28, each qualification wise, how many are there? BCom, how many? BTech, how many? CSC, how many? I want to get, what I will do? That's 74 student, group by qualification, set that qualification, count of star. Are getting like this, what and all we do. Highest qualification students, record should come first, order by. To do all those things, we need to learn this one. Select, from, where, group by, having, functions, single row, multi-row, conversion, joins, subqueries, set operator, row num, row ID level, overlap functions, pivot, regular expressions. This and all is going to take a 50 hours of time. Are getting? So you are learning SQL means which one you are learning or which one you have to focus more? You are learning SQL means which one is more? DRL. This and all is very simple. All we can cover by spending around 7 to 10 hours. All this we can cover by spending 7 to 10 hours. But this 50 hours, 60 hours, 100 hours, 20 hours also we can cover. 20 hours also means whatever. The real time, all those things exactly we can do. But the 50 hours, whatever you are going to learn, and assignments, if you do, whatever work you'll get in real time, you'll be able to do. That's how we prepared assignments, each and everything. Here, out of 15, now you know 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus. Online, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You listen till 1 minute before, right? You are there, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, fine. I signed between muted, fine. So this all you are there, fine. So all this and all is simple. This is going to take a time. A number of things you have to discuss. What all we discussing? I just mentioned at a high level. You'll not be able to understand until we go to regular class. Now, out of 15, 13 no, remaining 2 you don't know. What are the 2? One is here called what? Merge. This is nothing but insert, update, delete, which is used to write upset logic. Which logics? What is this one, Arjun? Instead of writing insert, update, delete separately, all we can write in one single command called merge. How it will work, Arjun? If data is there, it will do update or delete. If data is not there, what to do? Insert. That check it will do. It will do any one activity. Data will go for which command? Merge. Arjun, can you talk more about this one? I will talk, which is going to take 1 hour of time. Don't worry. I am not giving much details about this one. Don't worry right now. But keep in your mind, there is one command called merge. We can do insert, update, delete everything in a single command. It will check something. If the condition is true, it will do update or delete. If the condition is false, it will do insert. Just keep that in your mind. Arjun, what is the requirement? Here only we'll be talking whatever Lalit is asking, ETL, data warehousing, YLTP, YLAP, source, target, all the terminologies I'll be talking here only. Don't worry right now. And another one we're having is save point. This is going to take 10 minutes. I'm not covering right now, but I'll just give some idea. What is save point? Save point is nothing but you are doing any number of changes. In that, some changes should be committed, some should be rolled back. That time we'll go for save point. It will work like a break point. It will work like what? Break point. You did insert 1, insert 2, insert 3. Let me go here. Okay, here also is not there. I did not add it. Okay, let me do. What is save point is nothing but you are doing insert 1, insert 2, insert 3. If you say commit, all 3 will commit. But insert 2, insert 3, I want to roll back. 1 should be committed. Then I have to go for which option? Save pass. Again, this one also, it will not be very clear. Don't worry. I am going to spend 10 minutes of time in actual class. I will cover. This is 99% for interview. This one is for working, interview, everywhere. It is very, very important, this one. But this is for mostly for interview purpose, will be learning. Working wise, pakka will not be using. I will cover working also how it will work, but you will not get a chance. In my 12 years of career, I never use this one. But this one in my current project also, this command is there again and again, many places. This is all about your 15 commands. Clear? 15 commands. The last point with respect to the SQL, I required 5 more or 10 more minutes. Wait. The last one is this one. What is one? All DDL, DCL commands changes are. What does it mean? If you go on to perform these 5 commands plus these 2 commands, it's automatically committed. You don't tell commit again. It's auto committed. But if you do DML commands, DML means what? Insert, update, delete, merge. It's not auto commit. It's not. It will wait for you either to say commit or roll back. What is auto commit? What is not auto commit? While covering this commit and roll back, we'll spend 1.5 hour time. We are going to discuss all the permutation, combinations, interview questions that we 5th or 6th class will discuss. But right now, just keep this in your mind. All DDL, DCL commands are not auto commit. DML commands are not auto commit. With this in your mind, I'll go to here. You tell me now. These 3 interview questions, you tell me. What is the difference between alter and update? It's an interview question. What is the difference between alter and update? Alter is a DDL command. Update is a DML command. Alter is used to change the structure of the table. Update is used to change the what? Data. Alter is auto commit. One should is committed. Update is not a auto commit. You have to go and tell commit. Very good. Understood this one. And what is the difference between delete, truncate, and drop? This is a famous interview question, many places. What is the difference between delete and truncate? Delete is a DML command. Truncate and drop is this command, DDL. By using delete, we can remove the specific data where this name equal to this one. But by using a truncate, we will remove all the data. Delete is auto commit, truncate and drop is not auto commit. In case of truncate, structure will be there, data will be removed. But in case of drop, structure plus data, everything will be removed. Clear? For this, I am giving you one general example here. If you go and check here, this is a file which is having so much of thing. If I'm removing these 3 lines and I'm saving, which concept? Delete. Which concept? Delete. If I'm removing this entire file, saving the file, empty file, which concept? Truncate. Truncate. I will go and remove the file itself. Which concept? That's all. It's a famous interview question. Many places they will be asking about this one. Clear? Like this, every class, demo, side headings. Are we good now? Each and everything. What is SQL? Why need a SQL? Types of SQL, each and everything. And from this class, what are the interview questions? This I will cover. This I will cover. This I will be spending. What are the important interview questions they'll be asking? Now, when you go to first class, second class, okay, what are the concepts? What are the important interview questions they'll be asking? When you go to third class, What are the concepts? What important interview question they'll be asking? Like that, each class side headings plus interview questions. Side headings, interview questions. These maintained already in one file. One file. This I'll be giving you once your SQL half is completed. So you can refer the how you should prepare is my expectation. If someone is looking for job seriously, Arjun, serious joke, both will be there. Yes, both will be there. I've seen students who will pay the fee, and I'll tell you very, very important thing. If you don't have a time to read subject, to spend a time, please don't join the course now itself. I'm telling you. Whenever you feel you can spend time, that time only you join the course, it will help you. Otherwise, you'll be wasting your money. Otherwise, you'll be wasting your money. This I'm telling starting. For everyone, I'll be telling the same thing while starting only. If I'm having 5 students also, I will teach them. I will not misguide. Pakka I will not misguide. Okay? Whatever I know, I'll be telling everything. But if the student is not serious, what I can do? The seriousness will be there, but they don't have a time. Some family issues are there. Sort out your family issues, then join the course. Otherwise, wasting of time, wasting of money will be there. Money will not waste. Why? Because if you pay one-time fees, this batch, due to some issue, you're not able to continue. You're not learn one more time. Come, I'll not take the fees again. But your time will be wasted. It's up to you. Are getting right? So everything I'll be sharing with you. Each and everything is there. And if you go here, SQL assignments, you will be doing 10 assignments. Create insert up to order by functions, up to functions, giants based questions, level based questions, test 1, test 2, test 3, SQL differences, overview, each and everything you'll be getting. For each and everything, answers, videos, and all I'll be giving it to you. I'll be giving you. Some of the videos will be not like everything. These assignments, interview questions, videos, and all I'll be giving you. You can refer anytime in your lifetime. Notes, I'll be giving you everything. Whichever class you'll be missing, I'll be giving that one. If you want to attend one more time, you attend. Everything is there. It's up to you how you are going to utilize. Here. Now, the last 5 minutes I am talking about now is, as Purnima was asking, what is PLSQL, Arjun? PL is nothing but SQL structure query language. PL is nothing but programming language. Which one? Programming language. What is programming language? Nothing but programming is nothing but people will get fear. But as per me, our brain knows very, very good programming already. What is this one? Today you came to the demo to the class. I'm just telling you. You came demo today. Demo is not good. Will you join the course? Will you come for first class? If demo is not good, will you come to the first class? If demo is good, what will you do? You will come to the first class. If demo is good, will you pay the fees? No. If demo is good, some people may feel. Some people, if demo is good, go attend 2 classes, 3 classes. If next 3 classes is good, then go the fees. That is what you're doing. Before joining the course, something you're applying in your mind, that's called if else. Which concept? If else. That's called programming. If this condition is true, do this. Else you do this. If this condition is true, under this condition is true, under this condition is true. If demo is good, yes, go and check the timings. Timings are comfortable. Purnima, she's looking for from 8:30. I'm telling you, 7 o'clock. Demo is good, but timings are not good. So will she join? Demo is good, timings are good, and go and see 3 classes. 3 classes are good. Then go and check the reviews. Reviews good. Go and check from the known people. Known people feedback. Then only go and join the. Are getting now? We will be applying what if. That's called nested if. Which if? Nested if. That's called programming. Once you pay the fee, what you have to do? Daily you have to come to the class. How many classes, sir? 35. That's called loop. That's called which concept? Loop is again and again, again and again, again and again. So that we'll be doing. Actually, what you're trying to say. I kept one real-time code here. You'll go to ATM. You'll keep your card. Correct? You'll enter the PIN. Once you enter the PIN, what you'll do? You'll do only one activity every time. It can be mini statement. It can be cash withdrawal. It can be PIN change. It can be balance inquiry. It can be anything, right? Based upon what you're asking, system will behave like that. How it is happening? What transfer type you are asking? You are asking cash withdrawal. If you are asking cash withdrawal, it asks you how much money? How much money? 5,000. Will you get the 5,000 rupees money from the mission? Before money comes from the mission, what it will do? It will go and validate the PIN. Whatever PIN you enter, it will validate. That means what? In the account table, with this card number, with this PIN number, do you have a records? If yes, go on to do. If no, what you show? Invalid PIN or password. This will show when it will show. If the given username password is wrong, show this message. If it's right, go and check what they're asking. Mini statement. What this guy is asking? Cash withdrawal. Is the mini statement? No. Then go to which section? Else if which section? Balance inquiry. No. Else if go to which section? Cash withdrawal. If it's a cash withdrawal, how much money? 5,000. Will they send 5,000? No. Go and check in their account table. What are the balance amount they are having? If their balance amount is less than what they're asking, in my account, 2,000 is there. But I'm asking how much? 5,000. Will I get the money? No. Then show which one? Insufficient funds. Else what you do? Send money from the mission. Update what? In my account, 10,000 is there. I'm asking how much? 5,000. 10,000 minus 5,000. 5,000 is the available balance. You do this update and what you do? Commit. Send a message. This code, when it will execute, your card number, PIN number is right. And you're asking money withdrawal, cash withdrawal. And in your account, sufficient funds is there. If all these three, then this code will execute. Otherwise, this code will not execute. This code, where you will be learning? Update command, commit command, where you will be learning? SQL. But this command, when to execute, when not to execute, that controlling, where we can do? PL. That's called what? PLSQL. PLSQL is nothing but which SQL command, when to execute. Which SQL command, how many times to execute. That controlling we can do with the help of what? PL. That's called PLSQL. I hope understood now. If you want to become expert in a PLSQL, what should know? SQL. Without knowing a SQL, you cannot become expert in what? PLSQL. I hope you understood. Clear? Once the SQL is over, PLSQL, when it starts, if you want, attend 1-2 classes, again demo classes, then take a decision. I just told at a high level how the PLSQL will be there. But exact PLSQL code, everything we can see when the PLSQL starts. You can 1-2 classes, then take a decision. That is one. Second one, like I forgot his name, Prem Sai. I don't know whether he joined online or not. Prem, are you there? I don't know. Is there or not there? Okay. So his requirement is he know already a little bit SQL. You want to complete SQL, PLSQL within 1.5 months. He can complete. What he has to do? SQL, he has to join a batch 74. PLSQL, batch 73. For them, SQL is going to complete. I'll be studying PLSQL. Someone wanted to complete both early, they have to parallelly. Then to complete within 1.5 months. 1 by 1 means it will take about 3 months. Clear? This is all about this one. Someone raised your hand. Prashant or Kabir. You can ask whatever question you are having.
Yes. Yes, Arjun. Yes, Arjun. One thing, through, with the help of PLSQL, we can now, as Prashant asked the question, multiple employee or a multiple student, we can add either through the help of this PLSQL.
Yes,
right?
PLSQL portal. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Fine. So one last point, I will stop it for today. What is that one? Which I forgot. When you're asking Kabir, it just strike to my mind, and again, I forgot last point.
Okay.
Something is just striked. Okay, sorry. That I don't know what is that one exactly. Okay, this is a demo. Okay, coming to regular classes. Regular classes timings 7 to 8:30. Usually I go SQL. Okay, 8:30 to 10 also. 8:30 to 10 I'll go PLSQL. If you want, if everyone, whoever will be confirmed, first 2 classes, I may go with the 7 to 8:30. Okay. Once it's confirmed, if everyone wanted to 8:30 to 10, I'm ready to shift. Everyone is fine. 8 to 10. Or I can go to 8 to 9:30 also, if possible. Other batch, I'll be changing to 6:30 to 8. It's summer season. It's going to start. 6:30 to 8 also people can come. I'm ready to change that one. So your classes 7 to 8:30, usually 19% this will be the timing. It won't change mostly. But 10 people are joined, 15 people are joined. Everyone is comfortable with 8:30 to 10. I will change if everyone agree. No, Arjun, I'm not going to agree. I want 7 to 8. I'll go 7 to 8:30. Are getting it? I'll not change without you were comfortable. That's pakka. And once it's fixed 7 to 8:30, weekly we'll be having 5 classes. How many classes? 5. 5 classes will be there. Classes will be Saturday to Wednesday. Saturday to Wednesday. Thursday and Friday will not have a class. Thursday, Friday, there won't be any class. Saturday to Wednesday, 7 to 8:30 will be your classes. If you're not able to attend any class, I'll be sharing that video as I said. Clear? Next class will be there on 4th. From that time onwards, we'll be having what? Regular classes. That means today's, I think next Saturday is what? Next Saturday is 4th, right? 1 second. Yeah, next Saturday is 4th. 4th March onwards, we'll be starting what? Regular classes. That timings will be 7 to 8:30. Clear? Okay. If you're having any questions, ping me. Okay. My mobile number, I think you already know in the group. Ping me. I'll be there to answer your question. Ping me separately. I can take it. Okay. So ping me. I'll call today evening after 5 o'clock. Now I'll go. I'm getting sleep. I'll sleep. Okay. After 5, I'll call you. If you're having any doubts, I'll take it. Online people, fine. Thank you so much. I extended for 15 minutes. Sorry for that. And one more thing. 99.99% I'll not cancel the classes. Once I'm telling, class will be there pakka. Okay. If at all, if I'm canceling the class, I'll be informing at least 1 day before minimum or 1 week before. Minimum 1 day, 1 week. I'll go there planned one only. Unplanned one mostly won't be there. That means if you're starting by March 4th, April 15th or April 20th, your SQL will complete pakka. SQL complete by April 15th or 20th to complete pakka. Plan accordingly. Thank you so much. See you again on March 4th. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Maharja.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good day.
And ping me your email IDs in the group
Thank you.
so that I will send the notes. Ping your email IDs group in a WhatsApp group. You ping me. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Bye.
much.